Hi Lisa, how are you doing today?
Hello, everyone. I'm good, and how are you?
I'm good. 2025 is almost over. Can you believe it, girl?
It's so crazy. I literally was having that conversation on the table saying, I cannot believe in 2 weeks' time is December.
Two
Yeah,
weeks?
two
It's been
weeks.
How was your 2025 been?
Um, Blessed, you know. It hasn't been easy, but I've been counting my blessings. So I thoroughly feel like it's ending on a high note. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for the year.
You're one of South Africa's content creators. You've really grown in this field.
Thank you.
How has it been growing? What have been the milestones? What have been the challenges even? And how did you navigate?
So for me, growing in this industry was a personal journey. I think I took the step by being intentional about showing up for myself, and naturally, it showed in the work that I do. So it's always challenging tapping into your inner being. Um, but it's beautiful seeing yourself blossom, and that showed in my work. And yeah, I truly enjoyed growing in this industry, and I just love how people are embracing me, brands are seeing me, and yeah, I'm very grateful for that journey.
Tell us a little bit about your work. Can you give me three highlights? I know it's so difficult because I don't remember my first highlight, but what have been some of your highlights in your journey?
So, besides being a content creator, I am an entrepreneur. I launched my hair brand last year. So, my baby is a year old. So, that is predominantly what I do. Besides creating hair content and sharing tips and tricks with the girlies, I run a hair business, and that's already challenging, right? But my highlight is just running a successful business for a good year and watching it grow and watching my community support what I do, but also brands buying into my own brand.
How have you navigated the moments whereby things just feel like they're not going
Oh, I just like soak in prayer. Like I literally soak in prayer. It's the only thing that keeps me sane. And also, I always reflect. I always think about where I come from, and I always ask myself, 5 years ago, were you here? No. So I'm here right now, and that's what keeps me going. Just looking back to where I come from.
I mean, you're a travel bunny, you're always going somewhere. What are your top travel tips for the current time?
I actually don't think I've traveled much. I
Okay.
know it looks like I'm always up and down,
Yes.
but I think my top tip is to be in the moment. Yes, we love creating content and capturing pictures, but when you are out there traveling, just put that phone away, be in the moment, take that one sunset picture, and then soak in the sunset. Also, just always pack sunscreen, ladies, especially if you're on holiday at like a hot resort or whatever. And another thing is, yeah, just enjoy the moment. Just enjoy the moment.
We are headed into the festive season. I'm gonna probably have Christmas lunch with my family and I'm gonna be on my feet the whole day. But what are your plans and how do you just hope to make your Christmas more wholesome for yourself?
So Christmas for me is a wholesome time because I'm always busy during the year. I hardly see family, although I am from Joburg and my family is in Joburg. So I always spend time with family. I'm always in Joburg. It's quieter and more peaceful. I will spend time with family. I'll spend time catching up with friends. But this year is going to be a little bit different. After Christmas, I am going to Dubai. I'm going to visit my brother.
Happy, happy.
Yeah, I'm going to visit my brother who just relocated. So I'm really excited for that new experience. But yeah, this year is literally going to be about family, resting, taking some time off social media, and just being one with my loved ones.
You host a lot of events, Lisa. And if someone is hosting their family this year for Christmas, three tips for them.
Hmm. Three tips. I love a good theme.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
So put the spanner in the works and throw in a theme. And let's see how your family members show up. Two, please have a good playlist
Facts, actually.
because you want to dance and celebrate the year. And then my last tip is contribute to the meal. You know, I love, honestly,
No lazy people,
no
please.
lazy people. I'm so over eating the same old thing. So it's always nice when other people contribute to the meal because you get people's different tastes and flavors. Like, yeah, so contribute to the meal.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Guys, make sure to follow Lisa on all our platforms.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Sarah. How you doing today?
Hi, I'm well, thanks, and yourself?
I'm good. We're not on a Paris runway. We're not in Cape Town. Bro, we're
Yes.
just in simple Johannesburg. How does it feel back to New Jersey?
I like the fact that you're describing Joburg to be simple because it's not simple for me. It's my hometown, so it's a lot more complicated than being in a town that I've never really,
Ooh, that makes me
never
want to ask,
really,
when you're traveling to a town that you're not used to, what do
yeah.
you make sure you have? What are your essentials?
Always medication because you never know what can go wrong. I'm the type of person who, when I travel, I go all out, barely any sleep, can't guarantee you 3 full meals that are like nutritious and lots of champagne. So my immune system goes skyrocket down. And yeah, I think making sure I have my essentials, my medical essentials is important.
2025 has been a very busy year for you. You've been doing a lot.
Yeah.
If you can, what are your top three highlights?
I would say first being able to attend the Business of Fashion 500. That was like such a major milestone for my career and just myself. I think the first South African content creator to have ever attended the gala was just honestly a dream come true. Second would be opening my interior design studio. It's always been a dream of mine to be able to go into the interior space and curate spaces that represent African homes and African culture. So being able to see that slowly come to life. And yeah, I think thirdly, just coming back home. Like I moved out of South Africa for 3 years and moved to the UK to be able to study interior design and to come back home and feel just the atmosphere of being home. That's how saying Joburg for me is just like it feels great being back. I think yeah, that's definitely something that I look forward to this year.
Tell me a little bit about your interior design studio. What are the type of key points that you have? How do you want your clients to feel?
So I want my clients to feel at home and feel like they can identify with the elements that make their home a home. And I think that's the one major thing that I learned when studying in the UK, that like a lot of the interior design styles that we know of, let it be maximalism, Japandi, all of them are based off of culture, storytelling, and also history, location, and the fact that we don't have that represented in Africa is what kind of motivated me to pivot into the space, because I was like, if I need to go into another industry, it needs to be a transition that is going to be impactful and something that no one else has done before. So for me to go into the interior space, I knew that this is the one thing that I don't think I've seen anyone else do. Look into like it design from an architectural perspective, what makes an African home African and why. And whether it's the materials that we use that are easily accessible to us in our towns that we grew up in, our villages, wherever you're from in South Africa, to be able to bring that into whatever space you find yourself in your life, let it be in a city like Joburg or in a city like Paris. Why don't you want that for yourself? Why don't you want your home to represent you, your culture, your narrative, your your home? Yeah.
You're an educated queen, you're forever studying. How has it just been merging the world of content creation and your studying? How do you balance it? Girl!
So I was able to merge studying and everything else that I'm doing from a very young age. I worked from the age of 16. I finished high school from the age of 17, found myself in university at the age of 18, still working 3 to 4 jobs. Time management has always just been one of my qualities, and I think being able to pivot and transition into different parts of my life, from like content creation to interior design. It's like nothing compared to what I grew up doing. I grew up like in high school, but also having like a weekend job, but also having hobbies, and like this is just even better because now I'm doing all the things that I love towards goals that I want to achieve. So it's all about having the right motivation to give you the right energy and managing your time. And yeah, I think those qualities kind of come together to make everything possible.
Share with us what you can with your festive season plans and how what's going to be on the menu on your festive season lunch, your
So
Christmas lunch.
so every year I do what I call the Chosen Family Christmas, which is a very intimate Christmas lunch with my friends that come from all parts of South Africa, and we have now chosen each other as family, and we celebrate Christmas together. And this year I'm doing it again, but in my interior design studio because that's my new home now. And we're going to make it themed a chrome African Christmas. And the reason why is because chrome, or rather stainless steel, is the primary material that I'm using in my launch collection for my first furniture range that I'm releasing. And yeah, we're gonna go all out. We're gonna bring in that African element with chrome into our menus, into our deco, yeah, and into our invites. And last year I did it also African themed, and our menu was African themed. I got Chef Kelly to come in and curate some amazing pieces. This it means amazing dishes, and this year I'm hoping I can get Chef Wandile Mapaso.
I mean,
Crossing
it's
fingers. And I
manifesting.
feel like today's menu has also really inspired me for that. You know, he's made me also kind of think about the dishes that I want to have on the day, and also like bringing in the different cultures. Like I love how he's infused the French cuisine and French wine and champagne with African dishes. And African drinks, and I one day want that for my African Christmas one day. So yeah,
Thank you so much for your time, Sarah, and I can't
thank
wait to see
you.
everything else that's coming.
Thank you for
Your
having me.
manifestation board must be so well.
Ooh, let me tell you something. I'm adding more to that list every single day.
Because you can't stop. You never
Yeah,
should stop, right?
yeah,
You
of
never should
course,
stop.
definitely.
Thank you so much for
The
your
sky
time.
is the limit.
Thank